I feel like I wore this sweater in another episode, like, very recently.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, getting dressed. I'm like, I'm slowly running out of, like, comfy clothes to, like, wear for the first time.
I know.
Thinking about ordering, like, a sweatshirt, sweatpants duo. I feel like that'd be so comfy.
I've been wanting one, too.
Oh my gosh, what if we got, like, blank ones and put, like, just, like, Go Read Sis, like, on the boob pocket?
That would be so cute.
I have the stuff to do it. We just need to get... Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm so down. Matching, like, sweatshirt and pants.
That would be so cute.
So comfy.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
actually
we're doing
so
it. We're doing it. Absolutely.
We gotta.
We could get one of like the Amazon ones, like the Amazon matching sets.
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah, and we could put Go Read on the butt. No, I'm just kidding. Like, you know the ones that say, like, I heart my boyfriend?
Or like juicy.
Go Read. Hey, that's kind of really funny.
It's really funny.
I would never wear it out,
No,
but
me either.
maybe Walmart if I was desperate.
No, I would not. I would not wear it anywhere.
Anyway, merch? Question mark?
I mean, let us know if you'd buy it. Sweatpants that say "Go Read" on the butt.
I feel like that could just be taken in such a bad way.
So, yeah. Anyway, hey guys, welcome back to the Go Read Sis podcast, and happy Valentine's Day. We're so happy that you're joining us here today. My name is Katie.
And I'm Lexie.
And we love.
We do.
This episode I'm so excited to get into, but we're just gonna go ahead and start it off by quoting the creator and the one who is love himself. That was so cheesy. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Okay, anyways, this is a scripture of the episode segment of the podcast in case you did not understand what I was alluding to, because it was cheesy and terrible. Our scripture for this episode comes from 1 Corinthians, and it's chapter 13, verses 4 through 7, and it reads, "Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves." Can't say.
I love that verse.
Me too.
It is like one of my favorites.
Yeah, it was read at my wedding. You too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Twinsies!
Wow, no way.
Yeah. I have a tattoo of it. Like, that is my favorite verse.
It's so good. And I think, like...
People watching.
Yeah.
She's tatted. I actually don't think I've worn a short sleeve shirt.
I don't think you have either. This is the first time they're getting a peek at the tats.
Yeah. All my tats.
I mean...
I do have a good amount of tattoos. Just wait for summer when I wear shorts.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway. Yeah, that's a fantastic verse. Such a good one.
Yes, especially for Valentine's Day. I think it's, like, so cool to just remember, like, what true love actually is. And
Absolutely.
Yeah. So...
I'm so excited.
On a totally different note, our first segment of today's episode, we're gonna do two segments today. So we're gonna do a romance tropes, this or that, followed by some Valentine's and romance book recommendations, of course, because we love giving you guys recommendations on this podcast.
And we love.
And we love.
I think we've said that like 5 times already.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, keep a tally now. How many times do we say we love in today's episode?
Okay. Every time you have to take a sip of your drink of the episode.
Yeah.
Which Lexi doesn't have one, but that's okay.
It's over there. I didn't want it to be.
It's okay. Okay, anyway, we're going to go right into our romance tropes of this or that. So starting with our first one, enemies to lovers or second chance romance?
Enemies to lovers, any day of the week.
Second chance romance.
I love enemies to lovers.
I love a second chance. I love the background and the backstory and like...
They're good. I do like them, but between the two, I gotta go with enemies to lovers.
Valid.
I love, like, I want to kill you to, like, I will kill anyone who looks at you. Mm-hmm. Only in a fantasy, though. Let me just... Yeah. Only in fantasy.
I love that trope, too, but I think I really prefer the, like, background of the second chance romance.
That's valid. Mm-hmm. Love that.
Fake dating or marriage of convenience?
Fake dating.
This one's hard for me. I think marriage of convenience, honestly.
Okay.
I like the situation that it puts them in. I think it's really, like, entertaining to watch. Because fake dating, you can still bail out when you're dating someone.
But they never do.
No, of course not. But there's still an out. If you're dating,
There
there's an
is.
out. If you're married, it's way more complicated.
Yeah.
I think I like that. It's fun.
There's a hair on my face.
Okay.
I don't even have it. I don't even, just go. Yeah.
You don't have a what?
There's not even a competition between these next ones, but.
Yeah, pregnancy trope or miscommunication.
Miscommunication.
Which is funny because you hate both of them.
I do. Is that why you put them together?
Yes.
I hate miscommunication trope, but I will not read a book if it has a pregnancy trope. I will read a miscommunication trope.
Okay. I don't know for me. I love how I wrote these questions, but I don't know my answer. I like really hate miscommunication tropes though.
But it can be well done.
Give me an example.
I can't at this moment. You have to prepare me for that.
I'm sorry. I can't think of a good example of a miscommunication trope that was done well.
I can't think of anything right now. I feel like I've definitely read somewhere it didn't feel annoying though.
Okay, that's fair.
But
I don't know. I've never read a pregnancy trope, so.
Oh, okay. It's fine for me if it's in the epilogue. It's like if that's the plot is like the. Yeah, it just can't happen before the epilogue. I love babies, but not in books.
I feel like I disagree. I think probably I would rather read pregnancy trope than miscommunication, but also I don't know. So
fair enough.
I'll have to read a book with pregnancy trope and let you know. Keep you posted on that one.
Valid.
Okay, slow burn or insta love?
Slow burn.
Slow burn.
I'm a sucker for slow burn.
Yeah, me too. Meet cute or workplace/academic rivals?
I want both of them. I think I have to go with academic rivals.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just a sucker for like you don't like each other to loving each other.
Yeah.
But I really like meet cutes too.
I also really like meet cute.
They're such different vibes.
I know. Yeah. I think I'm the same. I think academic or workplace rivals. I really like a rivals to lovers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, romance as the subplot or the main plot?
That's so tough because for me, it really depends on the book.
But in general?
Subplot. I think me too.
I
think the majority of the books I read are romance subplots. That's just why I gravitate towards that one.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, I think same. Okay, Grumpy Sunshine or Friends to Lovers?
Oh, that's a tough one. Grumpy Sunshine, I think.
Yeah, I think same.
I do like Friends to Lovers too, though.
Me too.
That's like a summer vibe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same. But I think I agree, Grumpy Sunshine.
Yeah.
Forced proximity or Who Did This to You?
Who did this to you? I love that trope for no good reason. Like, if that happened to me in real life, I'd be like, literally calm down. But in a book, I eat it up.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Not me kicking my feet. Like, oh, I love that in a book.
Beach romance or lake romance?
Beach romance, I think.
Same.
I'm not a big lake. I grew up in New Hampshire, not a lake girly.
I like lakes.
I have to learn to like the lake because there's no beach near us.
Yeah. I don't think that I've ever read a romance that took place on a lake.
I think I have. I just like the beachy vibe better.
Yeah, me
and
too.
I like beaches better, personally.
Although, I feel like I would like a mountainy, lakey kind of setting. I just don't think
I
I've
do
ever
like
read
them.
one.
I just think I like
Beach
more. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have one, if you
Okay.
want
Oh, yeah, let me know.
it. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Our last one is summer romance or holiday romance.
Oh, I equally love these. Oh. Okay, I feel like I'm going to say summer just because that's what I'm excited for right now. Mm-hmm. But if you asked me in like summer, I'd probably say holiday.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with summer.
I think summer for me too because there's so many more options.
True.
Of summer
I feel like there's not a lot of Christmas books that aren't like
smutty.
Not what I was going to say. I definitely read some that are not smutty. But I was going to go with aren't like hallmarky like vibes, which I do love. Mm-hmm. But there's not a ton outside of that, at least that I've read. And I don't read a lot of thriller in the wintertime.
Wait, thriller?
There's like some thrillers that like take place in the wintertime and stuff, I'm sure.
Wait, yeah, but when did we start talking about thrillers?
I was saying like there's not a lot of like holiday books that I know of that aren't romance unless it's like a holiday like thriller, but I don't read those.
I understand what you're
I
saying.
might have worded it weirdly. Probably did.
That's okay. You lost your, like, thriller. I was like, hold on, wait,
What? Yeah, no, I meant, like, holiday thriller books. I don't usually gravitate towards.
The holiday season, you pretty much, like, if you're gonna read a holiday book, it's a romance. But in the summer, you could read other, like, genres. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. I'm tracking. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I agree with the summer romance, but I think for me it's because there's different varieties of romance books in, like, that I would include or, like, group into summer romance that I would not want to read around Christmas time.
That's so valid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything with a bright color, not picking it up in the wintertime. Like a bright colored cover. I don't know if I mentioned the cover part. Like, bright pink, that's a summer book.
Really?
No, not always. I think I'm just thinking of Happy Place right now.
I've heard, like, it's way more literary fiction than it is romance.
Mm-hmm. That's true, but it's definitely a summer read.
Yeah.
It takes place on, like, in a summer vacation. Like,
yeah, the cover is literally them, like, jumping into the water.
I think that's a lake romance. I think they're at a lake. I'll check, but that might be a lake now that I'm thinking about it.
Okay. I'm so excited for Happy Place. I've now said this 2 episodes in a row, but I'm really excited for Happy Place.
It was really good.
But I don't want to read it until it's summer.
I agree. That's a good...
And the paperback comes out in the spring, so I'm just going to buy the paperback when it comes out.
Perfect. I don't have the paperback, and I want it. I was thinking about buying it and, like, reselling my hardcover, because it doesn't match the rest of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I only own Book Lovers, but I want to own all of her books.
Have you read all of them?
I've read... I think
we've had this conversation on this podcast.
I think we have too. Guys,
this is real life. This is real life.
Goldfish. We repeat the same conversation over and over and over again.
This is what happens when we hang out, like, outside of filming too. We just
it's so
the same 5 books over. We ask each other the same question.
It's so true. I think I've read all but People We Meet on Vacation. I think I started People We Meet on Vacation and then I didn't read the whole thing. I don't remember why.
I like that one.
Yeah, I want to read all of them. I think I'm gonna do, like, full, like, all of Emily Henry's books, like, reread them over the summer.
I love that. I'm here for it.
Okay, well, speaking of book recommendations, not that we were, but now we are.
Also read Happy Place.
Yes. We're just gonna go through a couple of our Valentine's or, like, romance book recommendations, which I'll go ahead and start since we were already on this. But the first one that I'm gonna recommend is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. This one I would recommend as an Emily Henry book for February because unlike her other books, it doesn't, at least for me, give as much of, like, a summer vibe because it's more like she's, like, a writer and it's more like small town romance.
Yeah, definitely.
So I personally prefer small town romances in the, like, winter. That's, like, what I lean towards on February, but I mean, you know, it is adult. I would say low to mild spice. It's not super detailed, but there are a couple of spice scenes.
Yeah.
It's very witty if you like witty banter, and it's rivals-ish to lovers.
Oh yeah, rivals.
Yeah,
for sure.
And yeah, it's a small town romance, and there's, like, I don't know. It's really good. It's very fun. Definitely wouldn't recommend it for, like, a young adult audience. It is an adult romance.
Yeah.
And there is, like I said, there is spice in it. It's just not super detailed.
It's definitely skippable.
It's definitely skippable. There's not a lot of spice scenes.
Yeah.
And they're not, like, super long or in-depth or anything like that. Which is typically what I'm, like, looking for. I'm like, it's okay if there's a little bit, if I can skip over it.
Yeah, and that is, like, I've read all the Emily Henry books that are published. That is, in my experience, all of her books, like, they are, like, to me, spicy, but not, like, enough where it takes anything away, and they're skippable, and there's not, like, multiple in each book, which is why I still read her.
Yeah, yeah, I think I would not continue to read her books if they got any more spicy than they are, just because, like, already, and there is, like, quite a bit of tension, so if you are, you know, if you don't prefer tension,
tension over spice any day of the week.
Yeah, same, exactly. but if going as far as, like, the tension bothers you, then I wouldn't
These are probably not
recommend
books for
Emily
you.
Henry.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my first recommendation.
Love that.
Yeah. You wanna do one?
My first one is, I'm just going to say the whole selection series because all three of them are romance. It's by Kira Cass. It's a trilogy. The selection's the first one, and I forget the second two off the top of my head. But they're like YA, super clean, Christian author, but not not Christian fiction books. And literally, it's like The Bachelorette meets like Royal. And I freaking love that. It's not fantasy. I would call it dystopian. There is like political intrigue, and it's just like a romance over all three books. Like I remember like crying during some of it because like the people you want to be together, like there's 30 other girls in the way. Like, God, it's so frustrating, but it's so good.
Okay. I still have not read that one. I tried to get into it a few months ago, and I was listening to it, and that just wasn't the vibe. When I'm in more of a YA mood, I'll pick it up.
I think you should. It's really good.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we've talked about it on this. The author, like, has said all of her female characters are based off of a woman in the Bible, which I really appreciate. But, like, you have to, like, look for it. It's not, like, in your face. Like, it's not a Christian fiction book by any means. The author just happens to be a Christian.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to my next adult one next, and I'll save my young adult one for last. So, my next one is Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren, and I always recommend this as like a winter romance. I think because I read it in the winter, but it's not like it.
It's not at all, really.
It takes place over the course of time, and so you get kind of like a little bit of everything in it. The one of the settings is a summer like vacation home, but it doesn't give me like the summer vibes at all. Like this book,
This is not a book I would want to read in the summer personally.
yeah, it's not like a happy book.
I don't want to cry during my little summer romance.
Yeah, yeah, and I
don't wanna cry.
I definitely cried.
I cried reading this, I think.
Me too. I would say same kind of spice level as Book Lovers. Not super detailed, but there are a couple of spice scenes.
Yeah.
And it is skippable. But
It's not overwhelming,
yeah, it's
like
not
in the
overwhelming
sense where it's happening multiple times in the book.
yeah, it's. I want
my
to say
knowledge.
like. Oh, I don't even remember. I skipped over, so I don't really remember.
I want to say
but-
there's like less than 5.
Yeah, and
Maybe less than 3. I don't really remember.
None of them are very descriptive. Like it's
Yeah. And I've read
or long.
2 of her books now, and that was the case with her other book as well. So I want to say like her as an author, or them. There's 2 of them. They don't write. It's kind of same Emily Henry vibes. Like
Yeah.
it's there if you want it, but you don't have to.
Yeah, it's skippable. Yeah. I would also say for this one, the main plot is more literary fiction than romance. It is definitely a romance.
Yeah.
It's a second chance, like childhood best friends, kind of like romance trope, but which is still like a big, I would say it's a main plot of
like
the story.
coming of age.
Yes, but yeah,
like,
it does focus a lot more heavily on like the characters dealing and healing, like dealing with the past, healing with the past. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like dealing with their trauma and like things like that. So there's definitely more of a literary fiction like lean with this than like strictly romance. But for me, I really like that in like all of my romance books. I like there to be more to it than just the romance.
Yeah.
I like just a cute little it's just romance kind of read, but I also really appreciate when there's like something else going on.
a little more.
Yeah, a lot more. Yeah, so I really really recommend Love in Other Words. And again, just like it's an adult book. If you're not an adult, wait a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my next one is Dance of Thieves by Mary Pearson. This is a young adult fantasy duology. Clean, absolutely no spice. Like maybe a kiss scene, maybe. I don't even remember if they like had a super detailed kiss scene, but anyway, it is like it's a slow burn, rivals to lovers. Really, really cute. It's quick. I think I read them in a week, like the both of them, and I just don't think I've recommended it, and I just think it's so cute. It's maybe not super romancy, but I think it, like, the romance is cute enough to, like, read it for Valentine's Day and really enjoy it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I love it.
That's awesome. My last one is a young adult book. It is called Love, Lucy by April Linder. I have not seen anyone talk about this book. Most people have not ever heard of this. So it's a young adult retelling of a classic, which is, the classic is A Room with a View, that it's a retelling of. And I would say it's like, I read them pretty much back to back.
Okay.
And it's been a couple years, so but I do remember it being, like, pretty close. As a retelling, like, the storyline followed very similarly. However, it's classic versus a modern young adult romance, so
yeah,
obviously different. But the setting is Italy,
cute.
which is so cute. It's very swoony, like, cutesy. It's not. It's clean. It's not. You know. It's a young adult. The girl, I think, she just graduated high school, and she goes on, like, a vacation to Italy over the summer, and she's gonna, like, be going off to college in the fall, and she just, like, meets this cute Italian guy, and it's their little, it's their little romance. It's very cute. I want to say there was a little bit of a love triangle, potentially, but not in, like, a bad way. I normally don't love the love triangle trope, but I don't remember it bothering me in this one, but I do think that there was a little bit of a love triangle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like love triangles.
Okay.
But only if they're, like, not annoying and, like, obviously just there for the trope.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, I'm pretty sure it existed, but it wasn't even, like, a big deal, and it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
Also, there's a ton, if you're a fan of the movie Roman Holiday with, what's her name? You know what I'm talking about?
No. I don't know what movie you're talking about.
Hold on.
What is she in?
She's like hold on. Oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. It starts with an A. Oh, y'all are gonna laugh at me if you, are familiar with this. It's an old movie.
Oh, okay.
It's with Audrey Hepburn.
Oh, wow.
See, I was gonna laugh at myself. So if you're a fan of the movie Roman Holiday by Audrey Hepburn, it plays a big role but with Audrey Hepburn, it plays a big role into the story of Love, Lucy, and there's a lot of, like, nods to that movie specifically.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's cute. Yeah.
Love.
Very cute. Would recommend.
Nice.
Do you have one more?
Yeah, the last one we have, I think you put this on there, but I would recommend it any day of the week, is Divine Rivals. This is, like, the cutest romance. Oh my gosh, definitely a great time to read it for Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. YA?
I would say, like, new adult.
Yeah, YA to new adult. I think there's, like, in this one, like, one scene.
But it's not. It's spicy. It's
not spicy in the way that normal books.
For the most part, I think.
Yeah.
I think that it talks about what's happening, but it talks about it, like, in the main character's head, where it's more about what she's thinking rather than, like, what's actually happening.
Yeah.
And it's not in, like, a vulgar or, like,
it reminds me of the
way.
ways, like, some of the books I had to read in high school, like, for school, like, classics. Like, it reminds me very much of how, like, those were written. Uh-huh. Like, where it is a sex scene, but it's not, like, the spice nowadays sex scene.
Yes, right. Yep, I would describe it that way too. Like, it exists and it's there, but it's not spice. It's not like you're reading it for, like, to get something out of it.
Right. It's not like that at all. Like, no descriptive things are happening.
It's not vulgar.
Yes, that's a great way to put it. It's there, it's happening, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I know exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm talking in it slowly.
You, like, keep slowly moving it away from your body.
So yeah, I would recommend, new adult, just some of the themes of it. And we could talk for days. We had a whole episode for Divine Rivals. So
we did.
Just watch that episode if you're really curious.
Exactly.
I'd recommend this book for any time of the year, though. Honestly, it doesn't have to be Valentine's Day.
Oh, absolutely. Read this. I don't care
Read this
what day it is.
every quarter of the year for every season. Like, read this 4 times in 1 year, basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Why not?
And then also read the next one, because it is a duology, and if you just read the first one, you're just not going to
want to stop reading after.
Yeah.
It's impossible to read the first one and be like, I'm done. Impossible.
Yeah. So it is February already. So what is your current read, and is it romancy?
I have 2 current reads.
Okay.
I'm reading Wuthering Heights.
Yay.
It's romancy, but like not like normal romance.
Oh, but it is though. You're not into the.
But like I also
meat
like
of it yet.
the famous line just happened, and I swooned.
So romancy.
Oh my gosh, it was so romantic. But then he like heard her say like not a nice thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm so glad you're reading it.
I'm listening to it.
My little heart's so happy. It doesn't matter.
It's still reading it. Yeah, I'm actually having a good time with it. There's like sometimes where I have to like look at the spark notes.
That's okay.
But
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, because sometimes I'm listening to it and my mind just wanders about like random stuff. But I'm having a fun time. And I would call it romancy. I mean, it is a romance. Like maybe not like a feel-good romance,
but it is.
But I'm scared.
It's dark, but you know.
It's a spooky romance.
A little bit.
Anyway.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm so happy reading it.
I'm having a fun time with it, honestly.
I'm so glad.
Every time we cleaned a little bit today, and I put it on while I was cleaning. It was a vibe. Mm-hmm. I loved it. And I put it on when I was making some sourdough bread.
Incredible.
And I was listening to Heathcliff. Yeah. My other read is Zodiac Academy. I think it's a romance. It doesn't feel like one yet. I'm 60% into it, and there's no romance as of now.
Okay.
But I think it does get there. I don't know. But I'm having a fun time. I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
It's really interesting because I personally don't believe in like zodiac things. But that's what this book is about. Okay. But they don't make it like in a way. It's fantasy. They turned it into fantasy, which is really cool because like it's stuff that like we know in our language because it is a thing.
Right.
But like they've made it into a fantasy element.
That's cool.
It is pretty unique.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. What are you reading?
Yeah, I am currently reading When in Rome by Sarah Adams.
Oh, you started?
I did.
Oh, nice.
I'm like 30 or 40 pages in, something like that. And it's really cute so far. It's so quick. Like literally, they meet on like page 6.
I love. Is it a meet cute?
No.
Oh,
it's okay. Well, no, not really.
Okay.
It's more, I wouldn't even say, it's not rivals to lovers. I wouldn't even say it's really enemies to lovers. It's Grumpy Sunshine.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. And both of them are kind of grumpy, but I don't know.
That's me and my relationship.
I don't know. It's hard to like put it in a trope. But yeah, they meet super, super early, and it's not insta-love by any means. Like
I don't love insta-love.
I don't either. Yeah, it's not my favorite.
No.
But yeah, it's cute. And then my other current read, I can't remember the name of it right now. I'm listening to it on audio, but it's the third book in the series, the Chronicles of the Kings series. Which I completely forgot about and then realized that the rest of them are free on Audible.
Too. I've only read the first one. Is this Gods and Kings?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I forgot that existed.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I should read the second one.
Huh?
I should read the second one.
Yeah.
Like soon.
I have the physical copy if you want to borrow that of the second one.
I think it's on KU.
Is it?
I think the second one is.
Oh, nice.
I don't know.
I know the whole series is available for free on Audible to listen to.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember really liking the first one.
Yeah. I am not loving this one as much. I don't know if it's because I'm listening to it instead of physically reading it, and I read the first two. I don't know what it is about it. Mm-hmm. I think maybe the writing is bothering me more because I'm listening to it. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's not my favorite right now. I'm gonna finish it, but I'll probably finish out the whole series. But
yeah, how many books are there?
I think there's 5.
Oh, okay.
And I'm on book 3. But, I mean, it's I don't know if you can hear that, but the dog is scratching at the door. He'll be okay for, like, 2 more minutes. Anyway, it's insightful enough, and, like, I feel like I'm getting something out of it so that it feels worth it to keep reading it, even though the writing isn't, like, my favorite. Like, it feels cheesier in this one for some reason.
Okay, I remember it not being awful in the first one.
No, I didn't think so either, but I think because I was physically reading it
Could
and,
skim.
like, kind of speed reading, yeah.
You can't really miss anything in an audio.
Even at 2 times speed, which is what I'm listening to it at.
That's so funny.
Yeah, but anyway,
boy.
those are my current reads.
I love that.
I think that's all I had for this episode. Did you have anything you wanted to add or pop in here?
No, nothing I can think of.
Okay.
Just love.
We love.
2 more shots.
Yeah. 2 more sips of your water.
Drinks, 2 more sips, not shots, sorry. This is for a young adult. I'm not encouraging shots.
No.
I meant sip.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Bleep out the...
All right, guys.
Just kidding.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Go Read Sis. If you liked it, please subscribe and comment on YouTube. Give us a follow on social media at goread.sis, and give us 5 stars on Spotify. We're so happy that y'all listen every Tuesday, and we both hope that you have the most wonderful Valentine's Day with your Valentine or your Galentine or yourself in time. Just have a great day.
Yourself in time, I love. Yeah.
All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We will see you next Tuesday with another episode of Go Read Sis. Bye.